When I look in the mirror, I don't like what I see. I don't like who I am as a person. I have like no personality. If no one else likes you as a person, how could you like yourself? Let's talk about self-esteem. According to the Mayo Clinic, a nonprofit academic medical center, self-esteem is your overall opinion of your abilities, yourself, and your limitations. High self-esteem, you feel really good about yourself, you treat yourself with respect, and you also demand that same level of respect from others. Low self-esteem, you place very little value on your opinions, ideas, and yourself, which can cause a lot of issues in the short term and long term. So let's dive a little deeper into low self-esteem specifically. Common symptoms usually include being critical, downplaying or even ignoring any positive attributes, judging themselves to be inferior to their peers, blames themselves when things go wrong instead of taking into account other aspects of the situation, and doesn't really believe it when people compliment them in general. And of course, this is like not an exhaustive list. Common causes for having like a low self-esteem go along with childhood abuse or just an unhappy childhood, ongoing stressful life events, medical issues that are ongoing as well, or even other mental illnesses. According to characteristics associated with the low self-esteem by MD McClare et al., BMI, socioeconomic status, school performance, and a lack of perceived teacher support, and so many other factors affect self-esteem as well. Statistically, women and girls suffer from a low self-esteem more than men. However, learning to balance self-esteem is an issue for each individual and affects children and adults alike. According to an article written by Robert J. Stronson and William P. Morgan, Self-Esteem and Regular Exercise Rationale and Model, self-esteem has the greatest positive impact by regular, rigorous exercise. Within that same study, they state that it is not just the act of actually being healthy that leads to an increase of self-esteem, but rather a person's physical competence, which is basically a person's perceived overall health. Opposed to physical self-efficacy, which is someone's perceived ability to achieve their physical goals and like do physical things, and like I did a 5K, like, you know, I mean that also helps, but it's more about like an overall perceived wellness. Stated really well by the Mayo Clinic, when you have healthy self-esteem, your quality of life will increase. You will be able to develop healthy and positive interpersonal relationships, general confidence, and an increased level of self-worth, and so much more. According to Self-Esteem, Achievement, Goals, and Handicapping in College Physical Education, and a published article written by So Sung Chen, Kei Hong Sun, and Kun Wang claim that self-esteem has a positive effect on mastery goals and negative effects on performance avoidance goals, meaning that you reach higher because you believe that you obtain the skills to do very well. It has nothing to do with whether or not your skills have actually gotten better by doing these physical exercises, but just more that you become more aware of like what you are actually capable of. It's quite a lot for every one of us. I've personally struggled with self-esteem for a multitude of reasons, like bullying, societal norms, and not meeting conventional ideals of Eurocentric beauty standards, and going to an overly competitive high school. But like I've always noticed that my self-esteem like skyrocketed when I was in competitive swimming, and I did that for about 7 years, and it was great and I loved it. I had to stop like halfway through high school, and I definitely noticed like my self-esteem dropped, and I mean, my academics didn't do too bad, but I could just definitely tell that like my overall sense of like wellness dropped after I stopped working out on a regular basis, because not only did I stop swimming, I just like stopped doing any kind of exercise. I'm just like, school. And I definitely feel the effects of that. And at the same time, I've seen the benefits of exercise in my life that many studies claim, and I just wanted to learn more about like the specifics of it. But yeah, that's it.